Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to Elevate Your Soul 10X, the channel dedicated to unlocking the extraordinary potential within you. If you're seeking inspiration, personal growth, and ways to live your best life, then you've come to the right place. Before we dive into today's captivating top 10 list, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you never miss our weekly soul-elevating content. Number 10. Skydive, Australia. Australia has some fantastic locations for skydiving, but this activity is not exclusive to any one country. The aforementioned jump took place in Wollongong, close to Sydney, but we also suggest the Mission Beach Skydive, which is close to Cairns and descends from a height of 15,000 feet, with views of the Great Barrier Reef. What could be more wonderful than getting to see beautiful views from a bird's eye view, if you can keep your eyes open and aren't too busy swearing? You could also videotape your skydiving and play it to your parents to make them think they're watching it live over video chat if you're as cunning as we are. Number 9. World's highest cliff jump, Queenstown, New Zealand. You might as well leap off the highest cliff in the world if you're going to do one, right? Along with a fair dosage of adrenaline, you can anticipate stunning scenery and a large number of other tourists to encourage you. If you need more motivation, you can see what transpired when we pushed a bunch of vacationers residing in the neighborhood No Man's Hostel in Queenstown to jump. Number 8. Full Moon Party plus Fire Limbo, Phangan. Being able to make it through the full moon party on Phangan is already a success. You will succeed if you can avoid the deadly buckets, mushroom shakes, and an island full of pumped-up lunatics. The temptation to beat the locals at Fire Limbo, fire skipping, or plunging through a fire-coated hoop is too great to resist if you're completely enamored with fire. It's simple to overestimate your abilities and believe you can defeat the extremely flexible time males. It's the bucket's fault. Number 7. Surf in Jeffreys Bay, South Africa. Traveling and surfing go along. If you've traveled the world and come to a beachside community, you've undoubtedly tried surfing. Although it isn't as terrifying as some of the other situations, I can understand why it may be. From the shore or even from the board, the oceans frequently have a huge murky appearance that makes you wonder what critters are peering up at you and thinking, tasty. I'll bring up sharks once more. Before humans, these species existed for millions of years. We are all aware of the fact that coconuts falling on people's heads cause more fatalities than shark attacks. You're thrashing around like a cute seal in the shark's territory. Yeah, I like surfing at South Africa's Jeffreys Bay, which was made famous by the surf movie Endless Summer. Watch this professional surfer footage from J Bay. However, nothing is more exciting than riding your first wave. Number 6. Water rappelling, Costa Rica. Rappelling and abseiling are also mentioned. It entails either dangling or magnificently bouncing down a rock face, and involves the same thing in both cases. Water rappelling is quite similar, but you bounce down waterfalls like Spider-Man. The best water rappelling spots in Costa Rica can be seen if you watched Bear Grylls test celebrities on Celebrity Survivor. Without any prior experience, you can do anything after a little practice. While you're in Costa Rica, try out the 1.5 kilometers long zipline that is Latin America's longest and experience the rainforest in Superman fashion while being fastened to the zipline by your back. Number 5. Bungee, canyon swing, hang gliding, New Zealand. Kiwis are wild, but in the best manner possible. New Zealanders have rather reckless hobbies for a country known for its laid-back lifestyle. New Zealand is a terrific choice if you're going to try your hand at bungee jumping anyplace. Indulge in as many stomach-churning activities as your money and nerves can handle in Queenstown, New Zealand's adventure capital. Blame it on the budget if you bottle it. Try the canyon swing instead if you're going to use the I would bungee, but I don't like being upside-down defense. It's only 200 meters high, and the guards don't muck with your head very much. Number 4. Great white sharks, South Africa. Get some FaceTime with one of the ocean's most misunderstood beauties, the great white shark. Jaws gave these sharks some serious bad press, and the only way to overcome any childhood fears is to come nose to nose with them in their territory. In the southern tip of South Africa, around Cape Town and Mossel Bay, there are loads of opportunities to rub shoulders with sharks. Pick your organization carefully, as baiting sharks isn't cool and can make them associate humans with food. After spending time with the great white experts, I grew to love these majestic creatures. Go on, get in there. If this isn't high risk enough for you, there's another option. scuba diving with tiger sharks and bull sharks in South Africa's Protea Banks. Even for a shark lover, being on the bottom of the freezing ocean bed surrounded by the least human-friendly variety was a teensy bit scary. Number 3. Bike Death Road, Bolivia. I'm debating whether to not suggest this one. Okay, all I'm going to say is do neither Google or YouTube La Paz's fabled Death Road in advance if you do decide to go for it and mountain bike it. Enthusiastically embrace the dangerous yet exhilarating adventure by approaching it with no idea of what is to come. No need to worry if you're not physically fit. The terrain is almost entirely downhill. Perhaps get in the habit of repeatedly gripping a tennis ball, because the 4 to 5 hour ride will be exhilarating and your brakes will take a beating. Number 2. Komodo Dragons, Indonesia. The islands of Komodo and Rica, which are home to dragons, can only be reached by boat. This may be doable on a high-end yacht, but I choose to do it on a budget, as do the majority of backpackers. This does include being cut off from the outside world for 4 days at sea, while sleeping on deck with other dragon searchers. Spend your day snorkeling with manta rays, interacting with other passengers, and relaxing on the deck in the sunshine. If you're lucky, one of your crew or fellow passengers will have a guitar. And if you don't depart with Redemption Song playing over and over in your head, request a refund. When you arrive at Komodo Island, you'll notice that all of the residences are built on stilts to prevent dragon invasions. These slothful yet deadly insects can reach a length of 3 meters, and their venomous bite causes a sluggish 2 day demise. Number 1. Night Volcano Trekking, Indonesia. Aside from possibly scuba diving with bull and tiger sharks in South Africa, this was undoubtedly the most insane thing I did while abroad. Naturally though, huge benefits go along with considerable fear. Trekking up volcanoes is fantastic and generally not something to be terrified of. If you're in Yogyakarta, Java, Indonesia, and want to go to Bali, don't just take a plane or a bus. Try a volcano trip instead. You could or might not have the chance to add a little variety by going on a nighttime volcanic trek. Our guide advised us to hike up Mount Ijin at 1 a.m. in the complete darkness and enter the crater to see the entrancing blue fire after we had previously experienced the size of Mount Bromo on the limited amount of sleep we had received. So that's all for today. If you found this video informative, then subscribe to our channel for more engaging content like this. See you next time. Goodbye.